How's that? Do we hear me now? Because I forgot to turn on the microphone. Okay. Hello, Cindy and Maureen. Thank you for popping in today. I wanted to play with some watercolors and make a fun background. And I've got some hot press watercolor paper, and the hot press is just a smooth surface. Okay. Much better, Cindy says. Yay! Because I want to do some stamping. After I lay on some color, we're going to do some stamping. While I was on mute, I was explaining that I have 2 of these for our December 7th giveaway. So I thought I'd play with these today. And I just popped them open. Look at all of those. How fun is that? Now, they're teeny weeny, which is about normal size. Okay, don't look, guys. I'm gonna try not to cut my fingers off. Ugh. And we'll do a little swatch. And they do have the corresponding number already stamped on the container for us. So that's cool. So we just need, I should have opened these sooner, but I just decided that we were going to play with them today. They're not too bad. Just pop them open on the back side like so. And the cellophane comes off pretty good. And then we can put these in here with their numbers facing out so we can swatch them if we want. Because it does come with a cute little swatchy sheet that you can keep with your colors. And these are just a normal watercolor, I believe. I don't think there's anything fancy about them. Hello, Gloria. How are you doing? Hopefully I can keep them in there like this, because it's getting to be kind of a tight fit. But it is in order 73, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should work. Oh yeah, once you take all the paper off, they fit in there pretty good. Just like so. And we're just gonna mist these, let them grab some water. Grab those while we, oops, ooh, wow. That's a pretty color. Just get it all over myself. Hey, I wasn't finished watching you on, yeah, I finished recording that earlier today, and it's been processing and uploading for the last, I don't know, hour or so. So, glad it's up and running. 79. This one's called Jamaica Green. How fun. How are you doing, my friends? Again, these are watercolors by Prima and Finnabair. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but they make stamps, watercolors. I mean, they make all sorts of fun stuff. And we're actually going to use some of these stamps today with some other background stamps and some dies to make a slimline card. And this is just an any occasion because it's not Halloween or anything. I'm sorry, Cordelia. At least it will be there forever. This one, I like the names. Budapest, Budapest, in Jamaica, Dubai, Tokyo, Rome, Amsterdam. It's kind of fun to name the colors after places. Calgary, Cusco. I don't know. What is that? Wow. That ink is very... I accidentally set my hand in it, and wow. It's very... I don't know how to explain it. I mean, the colors just let loose really easy. I have another watercolor that I have to really let sit before the color releases off the pan. So this is kind of cool. Get all these scrappings into the garbage. Get my heat tool out of the garbage. Oops, forgot to turn on my light. I don't know if that works, but there's my light. Put that in the garbage. Put that away so we don't cut our fingers off. Alright. So we're just going to lay down some color and then stamp over the top of it. So, oh, you know what? Last minute decision to use watercolors. I have no water. Let's get my water jug. Water jug. I make cards with design paper instead of making my own designs, like this lady does. We do what makes us happy. And I've got so much designer paper, I really shouldn't be making my own, but I really felt inclined to play today. And we are just gonna pick up, let's do a filbert. Filbert has the rounded corners. Okay, mine's kind of a biggin. Hello, hello, Pam. How are you doing? So I'm gonna get the other side. Oh, I'm running out of water. Next. There we go. I'm just going to mist my paper. Why not? Okay. Shall we see what our colors look like? We're going to go with Tokyo. Can we see this? Probably not. So there's some Tokyo. Ooh, that's a pretty red. Very nice, very nice. And we have Rome. Ooh, that's a pretty red too. Very vibrant and very pigmented. And this one is Amsterdam. Ooh, that's a pretty purple. I already have purple water going on. And then we have Maui. And it's a nice reddish orange. And then Jordan. That is really deep brownish, almost with a purple undertone. And then Cusco, C-U-S-C-O, Cusco. That's a beautiful brown. Lots of shadows, hard to see. Let's see if this helps. Okay, and I'll try to change my hand so we can get this next color. This one is Dubai. Dubai. Now that's a pretty reddish brown right there. Dubai. And this one, Jamaica. Jamaica me crazy. Ooh, look at that green. Oh, Pam is over here on the East Coast, and she went on a drive. How fun. This one is London. Oops, not enough water. Not enough water. Look at that blue. Great weather. Yeah, it's very nice weather today. And this one we are Inca, I-N-C-A, Inca. Inca. Names are kind of fitting too. Here's Budapest. Ooh, that's like a wine color. I like these. Pam is having some dinner. And then, of course, let me really clean my brush so I don't have any residue. I don't think we'll be able to see this, but it is Calgary and it is white. Linda says, coffee, 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 coffee. You're in Maine, Pam? Maryland? I forget. I think she's in Maryland. Okay, now we're going to pull up. So, I did squirt this down, but it's already dry. So, I want to do, what do I want to do? Let's do some blues, purples, and reds. And I'm just going to saturate this, which means we'll have to wait for it to dry at some point. But we're just going to, ooh, look at that. Oh, just let that do its thing. Just tap it on, because red and blue will make purple, so we don't mind about that. I think I'm going to try this little wine color in there. So pretty, so pretty. Seriously considered a road trip to Ohio, but decided it was a little crazy. Right. Oh, I'm loving how they're just melding together. Let's try Amsterdam. More water, Amsterdam. Okay, let's let that pour down. Ooh-wee. Look at that. I need a second piece of paper to catch all of that. Get one of my other watercolors. The Fabriano is just a little bit more expensive, but that's okay. We're just gonna pour that right on there. Look at that. Ooh, wee. Okay. Let's collect some spots off of that. That'll be fine. But I'm losing some of my vibrancy, which is fine. We'll just go back in and put some more in. Maybe do some crazy stuff. Why not? Put a little bit of Rome in there. Can we get this? There we go. A little bit of Rome. There we go. Can always add more. Hello, D. We're just throwing some colors on the paper, just willy-nilly. Nothing exciting, because this is just going to be some abstract background for our stamps. Okay. Look at that. We'll set this aside and let it dry. Just crazy. Actually, no. I want a little bit more blue right there. Oops, I got a little bit of blue in my orange. Let me clean that up. Okay. And I think I want a little more of this. Just kind of splash it in there. There. I think I'm happy with that. So we'll set this aside and let her dry. And then we're going to go add some splatters to this. Okay. And in order to do a better splatter, we're just going to get a little pile of water. We're going to add our ink to it. And then we can do our splashies. And I said ink is watercolor, guys. Look at that. Very fun. Get some of this. A little bit more water. So Linda says, I think my Maisie knows your voice. Means mom ain't getting up. She tilted her head like she was listening, then got in her bed. It's possible. I think I want to throw a little bit of the orange in there. Throw a little bit of Maui. Maui. There we go. And these we can chop up and stamp over the top of. They're gonna be fabulous. And this one we can do a lot of ink blending over the top of it, just because it's got a lot of white space. And I've just got a lot of water on my brush, and so you just shake it off onto there. And a touch of blue. How about that? A little touch of blue. Add some water to that. A little corner. Come on. There we go. There we go. Very splatter-esque. And we'll use a little strip of this. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more to the edges here. Okay. Just because if I cut right to the edge, then I'll be able to use more. There we go. Won't have to trim as much. And it reactivates really nice on my glass mat here. There we go. Get it more on the edges so we don't have so much paper waste. And then we'll set that right over there to dry. And now we can clean up. I like to let mine air dry before I close them up. I'm always afraid of mold growing, so we'll just do that. And then we'll grab, ooh, you know what? This might clean it up real nice. Just pick up some of this. Ooh, look at that. I used this card earlier to pick up some color. and that was inks, and so now I'm putting watercolor on top of inks, and there's nothing wrong with that. Look at that one. Just add some layer and depth. Party on paper, absolutely. Ugh. And then you layer it, so there's the blue ink with the new red on top. Just lovely. And a swish swish in our jar to get that all nice and clean. Dry that off. Put that away. And you guys should see my desk. There's no splatter box big enough for watercolors. That's too funny. I got dots everywhere. Dots everywhere. Cleans up really nice. Look at that. Ta-da! Okay. So, get you back over there. What did I do with my page? Oh, it did some fun stuff, but it is still very wet. So I'm going to go ahead and mute my microphone, okay? And I'm going to blow dry this so you may chat amongst yourselves. I'm back. Linda's birthday's on Saturday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And she's going live tonight at 9 p.m. Yeah, so it's mostly dry. It's a little bit cold here in the center. It was really wet, but that's okay. I am loving this section right here. This is my section, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I think this will fit. Will you fit in here? Yeah, it's close enough. So I'm gonna send it through to the other side. And what is a slimline? A slimline, mine is 3 3/4. So we're going 3 3/4. Okay. That way there I can trim it after I do all my stamping. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely piece? And then I was thinking, oh yeah, look at that. We're going to cut that with that die. And then I've got some birds we're going to die cut. So that scallopy was from Whimsy Stamps. And then we're going to use a little bit of these to stamp on to get our background for these little Memento birds, which have areas that you can see through. So it'll be interesting, I think. But if I don't like them, I do have solid birds. And I think we're just going to cut those out in white. Pure white birdies. But let's get some stamping done. These two are a couple of Tim Holtz background stamps. We have those two. And then we have some fun ones from Finnabair, which I'm thinking I'm going to use this one for sure. Ugh. And probably the keys, because they're cute. And this one with the bird on it, for sure. And then this one with the scripty text. I haven't even used these guys yet. So definitely grab out some stamps that you haven't used. Okay, so we want in layers. This is all going to be done on one stamp, so we want to be able to do it in layers, or one sheet of paper. Okay, set that aside, and we're going to pick light colors first, and then our dark colors will sit on top. And I'm thinking, oops, my key, thinking to do Woof, because it's a gray color. And let's see, we're gonna need, I think I want this in a green. I think the green, will the green look nice on there? It's just going to be a little bit. So I think that one's going to be there, and that one's going to be there, and then we're going to add some black with those guys. So we're going to do this one first. Just rub that ink on, and we don't care if it comes out solid, if it comes out weird looking. Okay, we're not even going to stamp it properly. We're just going to set it on there. Okay. Oh, yeah, that was a good choice. I'm happy with that. Add a little bit more ink just to get this area right there. Okay, so we're gonna have this super fine detail. Okay, and we don't need it to be perfect. That's just a base element. Okay. And then we're going to do our Twisted Citron. Now this is, it looks scary, but it's clean. And then we're just going to ink this up. And again, it's not even all over the place. We're just going to do the same thing. Yes. Oh, look at that. I'll show you guys in just a second. So a nice light green on top. Clean that in a minute. Put can see the nice light green. And in person, you can see the green sitting right on top. And it picked up a couple of little black specks. And I'm not too worried about that because we're going to go right over the top with black. Okay. So we're going to open up our Memento. And we're just going to ink up some of this. And my Memento isn't as dark as VersaFine Clear. That and my VersaFine Clear isn't working. Actually, we're going to use this because it's not grabbing the ink like I want it to. I really want that rose to show up. Please hold. We're going to test it. Make sure my rose shows up. Oh yeah, it does. Beautiful. Okay. Panicking for nothing, guys. I like gnomes. Gnomes are cute. I want to do some gnome ornaments for my Christmas tree. Make some vinyl gnomes. And put the vinyl on some wooden blocks. Oh, look at that. See, and it doesn't have to be perfect. 3 spots. Look at that. Clean that off a little bit. Grab our text. This one has the bird on it. I think we're just gonna get a little birdie there. Clean that one off. And then our written text, which I'm just gonna very faintly get that in there, okay, which just means, okay, that's it, nothing, just fill it in. Ha! Ooh, I like that. Oh, forgot my keys. Get my key on there. That. So this is a fun thing to do if you've got jelly prints, if you've got a lot of backgrounds. Maybe you just sat there one day and just made a ton of backgrounds. You can go through and do the same thing. Do a light base stamping. Okay, that's what we did with this one. Super light. I used my woof. And this one's a gray. Okay, and you can see that in these little spots. And then we went with a pop of color, which not very poppy. So we went with the citron. Okay, and then we used a dark to sit on top of everything. And we used our Memento today. And none of the stamping is perfect on purpose. We want it kind of grungy and looking cool. Get that put away. Get that put away. We'll clean those stamps. Make sure we get all this black out of here. Because when we do our die cutting, I don't want my bird to get in the black. And Gloria got an absolute gorgeous card from her card swap today. It's a shaker card, and she didn't use acetate. She used tulle for the shaker. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if she would mind if you posted it in our Chat with Sassy group. Because that would be fun to see. I'm missing our favorite woofer. I know, right? Hopefully next week, he's taking his time, being good to himself. Okay, so we've got our panel, which I still think I still think we're gonna trim that out just like that. Oh, look at that. That's gonna be so lovely. Okay, I think that's gonna come out of there. And then I do need some white. White? I had white. There it is. It's like, I know I had white. We're gonna get some white cardstock for our birds. And let me grab one of those. Just make sure I have enough room to die cut. Okay. Put that back there. Okay. So we're going to die cut those. And that one. And that one. And maybe a branch. Let's see if we can squeeze all of those on there. Oh, look at that. We certainly can. So I'm going to die cut all of those. I can pose as in that guy that says woof a lot. Yes. Oh, haha. No E, but I actually typed wolf E, but you know, autocorrect. Yeah. Oh, guys are so funny. Okay, die cutting machine. Die cutting machine. Da 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 da. I really need to figure out the plates for my Gemini because it doesn't take up as much room and it's already out. But who wants to do that? But I do need my longer plates for these longer dies. And we're going to do, nope, we're going to cut into that one. Gonna cut into the B plate, which is warped, and then we're gonna smoosh it down with the C plate. And you know, can't do that right there. Gotta put it right there. Okay, make sure that's gonna cut and it shifted just a wee bit. Shift you back into place. Woohoo! Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay, and then we're going to take our, I'm going to put those little gems right there. Put that back. Maybe if I flip this way. No. Oh, this one. This one will be better right there. There we go. There we go. Sometimes we just gotta puzzle these together, and I marked my paper with my nail. Yay. So I gotta avoid that little red spot. Crab cakes. Yeah, Pam is getting crab cakes, she said. Okay. There we go. And chop, 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 chop. Oh, Pam, she says, I know you're all wondering. Tomorrow's schedule includes a stop at Dunkin' Donuts and probably crab cakes for dinner. Oops. Okay, so that didn't cut out completely. Okay. And that's okay. It did not cut out at all. And that is because my board is warped. So let me put it on this way. And what we're going to do is we're just going to... Come on. You are this one. Get back in there. There it goes. I was going to say. And then we're just going to set that one back in. Okay. That one. And then we'll do this one. Like so. Yeah. Actually, we're going to do one at a time with those because I feel like I'm going to make a mess. Okay. And magnet, doot. It's being stubborn. There we go. Oh. It's being so bad. Being so bad. Sometimes, so our inner parts, the watercolor paper was a thicker paper and it cut way better. And this is a thinner paper, and so doing the double, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we're just gonna do it fresh. Just do it fresh. Give a little bit extra room because my platform is wider. Heck, I don't know. We'll just do that. Okay, put that in there. Put you down there. Stubborn little birds. Okay. Put you there, put you there, put you there. I know, it's a waste of paper, but it's what I'm doing. Put you there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to set this on here. Then we're going to get our shimmy shim shims. Shim shim sharoos. Not all dies are created equal. Make it work. Okay, there we go. Oh, this little booger still didn't cut. Heathen? Which one is that? I will have you. Shimmy, shimmy, shim. Okay, is the dye bad? That is so weird. Oh no, 2B plates. That's right. 2Bs. 2Bs. Sometimes real world problems. That was a tight fit. If that doesn't cut, then there's something wrong with the die, because holy moly. Spatula, I don't know where I put you. You'll work. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna slide this back into here to see if we can't get some stability while we poke. Nope, it's just gonna be a pain. Little bitty bits, little bitty bits. But you find that right sandwich and you can get them to cut out. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, you're the bad one, right? Oh, you actually did cut. Okay, my bad. But I got another one for another day. That's all right. This one did not cut. Let's see. There's my tree. That one's that one. I thought I had... That's that one. I cut that one a lot. Where's the other bird? I lost a bird. I lost that bird. See, there's that one. That one. Okay. Interesting. None of my birds cut out, just that one. Fine. See how you are. Oh yeah, because this one didn't cut out either, that's right. So will this be fine with just the one bird? That might be fine with just the one bird. This other one popped out. Well, maybe we'll do that. Bonnie, hello. How are ya? Changed your schedule so you can join us. Yay! Oh my goodness. Okay, get out of there. I could have sworn I had... That's all right though. Okay, so we have that bird. I don't like how it looks flipped over. Okay. So, I like that. I think it does need a second bird. I don't want the same bird. So, pardon me while I cut another bird. Okay, so we have the two-winged bird. See, where's my die for the other one? There's the single wing. totally missing a bird die. Did it fall on the floor? I do not see it on the floor. Is it attached to the magic mat? Yep. It's attached to the underside of the magnet. That works. Okay. So let's try this again. We're going to go with the, see, we have the single wing and this birdie. So we're going to do that one and this one. And two bees. Two bees or not two bees. I need to get a new bee plate for my top plate. Okay, so there we go. Oh, there it is. I knew what I wanted. Okay. I'm gonna pop you open. Grab her little shim. Oh no, this is a tight fit. We don't need a shim. That's right. And it's a tight fit. We don't have to go back and forth. There we go. Popped right out. Good sign, good sign. Oops. Okay. Now we can get our little birdies. Decide which ones we want to use. It says falls out now. There we go. Yeah, I should. Gloria says to turn my sandwich over before I put it in the machine, which is very possible. But with the Magic Mat sandwich, we've got lots of power. So we're going to get rid of that one. So we have that bird, our twig, that bird. I like the flying ones. Yeah, I think we're going to do the two flying ones with our branch. That's going to be beautiful. Oh, I like that. Much, much, much better. Okay. So what we're going to do is grab our slimline card. Okay, so here's our slimline. We're going to make sure it opens on the right side. And then, oh, look at that. The white, so lovely. But we're going to pop it up because I want this popped up. And then we'll glue those down. Oh, good job, Pam. She says today was the first time since she started riding her exercise bike early this year that she did 30 minutes, and she needs to find that workout room in the hotel and see. Susie Fick, she says, does anyone know how the Dollar Tree craft mat compares with the black mat that I'm using? And a lot of people haven't had luck, but I have the Dollar Tree mat. It just doesn't fit in my Oh, didn't do 30 minutes. Oh, that makes more sense. It's like, okay. So, Pam, this was her first day not doing the 30 minutes. Hopefully your Hotel has a little bike rider in there for you. Some people didn't have luck with the green cutting mat. Look at my 1-inch foam tape, guys. Look at this. You get 2 rolls. Well, I think there's one that has a 1 roll, but I didn't recognize the company, so I went with the 2-pack roll. Look, it peels. It peels so easy. Look at that. And I just bent my card like a dork. Okay, so this is my card facing up. And we're just going to set this right on there. Oh, look at that. 2 pieces of foam tape, and I was able to pop that up. Now we're going to get some fine glue. Fine glue. I'm going to get my branch down first. I think. Kind of figure out. I think I want it more angled like that. Uh-oh. I've been waiting too long to put my pins in, and so they get a little bit cloggy. There we go. Do-do-do, do-do, do-do. Okay. And plop. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Where did you get the foam tape? I got it on Amazon. Oh, I had a little glue on my fingers. I got it at the Amazon, just like my other rolls. But I got a pack of the 1-inch and a pack of the 1/2 inch. So now I have an 1/8 inch all the way up to 1 inch. 4 different sizes for the right job. Uh-oh. This has still got its eyeball in there. Hold on a minute. We need to stab it in the eye. There we go. Just get little dabbles of glue. There we go. Right there. Hello, Sherry D. Yeah, I'll post the link in the description. The link is also in the description of my recent video upload, because I used it on that video too. And it was so nice. Not fighting with that red backing. Oh my goodness. And this is not acid-free foam tape, so if you're going to use it in your scrapbook, just make sure you have protective paper between your photos and the foam tape. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to leave that dangle off of the far side, and I'm just going to snip it there. So I think I'm okay with it coming all like that, which means I just need to glue it down just a little bit more right there. And then I got a little bit of glue on the outside. Okay, if anything's poking up that you don't want, you can just tap the glue to it, just like so. Oh, look at that. Something fun and unique. And this would be so easy. You know, they make papers that are like this, maybe the alcohol papers, okay? You can stamp right over it with just some rando stamps. You don't even have to do the watercolor effect like I did. So keep that in mind. But I'm loving this. Question. Do we... Oh, can't. Yes, we can. Look at that. If we wanted to, we could put this on the inside. How would that be? I don't know. That's kind of cool. Line it up on the edge. Ooh, I kind of like that, you guys. Oh, I'm so doing that. Just wiggle some glue on there. And look, we're not going to have any waste on this particular piece of paper. Let's get that lined up there, lined up there. Squish that down. Get my glue cleaned up. What do you guys think? Oh, she says, I think it would be better on another card. And here I did. I already put it in. All I got to do is trim it off. But you could totally put that on another card. And then maybe put some, cut these out of the other watercolor paper. And then put the deco rated birds on there. That would be really pretty. I just wanted to do something different that wasn't fall or Halloween. You guys are probably getting tired of that. Da 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 da. She says, if I'd have tried that, I'd have glued the card closed. Yeah. Okay. I've done that a time or two. Had glue on my fingers and touched the inside and glued it closed. It happens. It's okay. Look, that's all the waste we're going to have from that panel. How fabulous is that? Ugh. I love it. And it's got this little strip here. And that's because it doesn't have a perfect fold. And I don't like that. That's alright. We're going to snip that off. Hopefully it'll go through the trimmer. Just a hair. There we go. Haha, that was a tight. I wouldn't recommend that, guys. But I did it anyways. Got that right out of there. Because we're looking at 120 pound cardstock plus the 110 pound watercolor paper. Whew. I'm loving it. See if we can't see some of those colors. See, we brought that green in a little bit. It just sits right on there. But it's very pale, so it sits in the back. And then we did light taps. Even though we used jet black, the lighter we used it, just create some layers with some color. All right. Thank you, Crystal. Thanks for popping in, too. I do appreciate it. Can we go down just a little bit? Go like so. There we go. A little zoomy. Get that all cleaned up. And then what I'll do is for the little birds that I have left, okay, I'm going to put them in a little sandwich baggie and then put them in with my folder with these dies. Just so I know that when I pull it out, I've got a couple of birds that I've already ready to go. Except for that one, because it's a bad bird. Bad bird. Well, I thank you all so much for joining me today. I had fun. 2 fun days. If you guys missed yesterday's live, we made, on Debbie J's channel, we made that. And then I made, after her live, I did my live, and I made a smaller version. I'm still in love with this card, and I gotta mail it out. Gotta mail it out, but this one's going downstairs on my mantle. I can even turn this one on. So, check out mine and Debbie's lives from yesterday. Yep, I sure did make that Sherry D. We used... Where's the rest of it? I don't know. We used a sheet of watercolor paper. There you are. And that's what we cut it off of. Pretty amazing, isn't it? That's from that. We just cut a section and then we stamped up in different layers, and then we used some stark white to contrast that. And you can go as bright or as dark or as light or as bright as you want. And for the watercolors, I did use the Odyssey by Prima. Okay, and then I have 2 of these that are going in the birthday giveaway for December 7th. Birthday, December 7th, giveaway. But, yeah. Alright. Well, I wanted you to show me. Oh. Oh. I must have missed a comment somewhere. Questions? I have a card that I'm using for a decoration too. Yeah, this one is pretty big, and I can just fold it flat and stick it in my Halloween bin, and hopefully it'll last a couple of Halloweens. And then I can just throw it on my mantle. Change out the batteries when needed. And if you store stuff with batteries, either take the batteries completely out and put them in a zipper bag, or put a spacer so that put a spacer so the battery doesn't connect with anything. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Little Frankenstein and a hamster dinosaur. Oops, and this being clear, it's one of my little lights escaped there. Tuck that back in there. There we go. Pixelated, everyone. It might be, we've been having internet issues. They came out today, changed some stuff, ran a new line. But there we go. So thank you all for joining me today. Hello, Melissa. We're just finishing up. I was showing this from yesterday's live with Debbie. And then this is what we made today. We made our own watercolor paper background. And then we inked it up with some stamps. And then we put a couple of just plain die cuts on top. Yeah, sorry for the pixelation, guys. I don't know. That's something I can't fix, is how my output goes. But also, if your resolution is low, because my YouTube, even though I have it set to go high, it keeps popping it down to like 140 and whatnot, and I have to turn it back up to 420 and 420 and 720, whichever's. Of course, poor Melissa, she's like, I just got home and we're leaving. But that's all right, because I'm going to go eat my dinner, and then I'm going to join and watch Miss Linda. She is going to be live at 9 o'clock, so in about 50 minutes. And we'll see you next time. Keep an eye out on the Facebook Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. I'm going to do a Christmas 10 card live sometime. I don't know if I'm going to do it this week or next week, but I'll post it in the Facebook group when I go live to do that. And we will see you next time, all you lovelies. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.